So this is the grain that I autoclave/sterilize. I don't see any contaminants on it, so that's a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I have the fungus, the lion's mane, growing in the soup, so the broth. I'm going to go check to see what the cells look like under the microscope because I don't know what they look like. And then I'm going to inoculate it, and I hope there's no contamination. Here are the soup. I'm hoping it was a pure isolate that is in it, but I won't know until they start growing on the grain. I don't think anything is growing here, but see, it looks turbid or cloudy. This is the original, so this is what the soup looks like without broth. I mean, without the fungus. And then you see it looks a bit cloudy, so hopefully it means that what I want is growing. Something is growing. Hopefully it's what I want. Success. First success. So those translucent structures and then the round ones, those are hyphae and spores that the fungus used to grow. So perfect. So I've inoculated the grain that is put in the soup with the fungus into the grain and massage it. I will use this sealer, this bag sealer, to seal the bag to prevent anything else from growing in it. So next up, I am working in the BSC, the Biosafety Cabinet. So this is a sterile environment, and people are familiar with at least level 2 microbiology work, or if you've been in a microbiology lab, that's a standard. Something that I don't like is that these gloves are short, so they don't stay up above my lab coat. So my skin is bare, but because this isn't an official project, I don't mind that too much. So the bag that I just opened contains the grain, and that's the fungus growing in the soup. So I flame it. This is a part of the aseptic technique, so it will kill any microbe contaminants around the mouth of the jar. Pour that into the bag with the grain. You have to massage it really well just to get everything coated. And once that's done, that's essentially the process of inoculating the grain with the fungus. That little white thing on the bag is a breathable filter. So once I'm done, I'll have to seal the top and then gently remove the outer coating of the filter so that air can get into it. And so the fungus, which is in the soup, can breathe, can reproduce without anything else contaminating it. So that's what you see me do. So enjoy. So I often listen to music. Sometimes it's just those alpha brainwave things that you have on YouTube. You can't sleep, or flute music, or sometimes it's pumping, pumping, pumping music. But anyway, so that's a bag sealer, and I was having trouble getting to seal the bag. I guess that it hadn't been used in a long time because when we bought it to seal the bags for grain inoculation. So you put the fungus on the grain, kind of similar to what I'm trying to do here, and then you plant it with the crop seed. But we hadn't used it in a while and see, it wasn't working. So let us see if it ended up working. I started getting a bit anxious because it wasn't sealing as quickly as I expected it to. And so I was worried about getting contaminants, so things in the air that I cannot see, into the grain that has a fungus. So that should be sterile. So I was terrified that I would get contaminants into the grain and then they'll grow and cause contamination. So now that I've sealed it, the cut is jagged, but it's sealed. I will incubate it in a dark environment and check it each day to see if it grows. I'm going to try and see if I can take off the filter. Last time I did, it did not work, so that it can breathe. I don't know, is it going to work? I don't have any nails, I cut them. I'm leaving it on. I couldn't get the filter off, and last time that I forced it, I broke it, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to leave it.